In today's breaking story, Pete Hegseth just betrayed top military chiefs in a dangerous new move. That's right, once again, Donald Trump's administration is crumbling. How's it going, everybody? Hunter Avalone here with Occupy Democrats. Welcome back to another video. Now, Donald Trump's administration is crumbling for very good reason. The government shutdown is continuing to lag on, and a lot of it seems to be because Trump is desperately trying to hide the Epstein files.
He's calling it the Schumer shutdown, but I'm calling it the Epstein recess. Not only are we shut down, we're in recess, and that's unconventional, unprecedented in the 13 years I've been in Congress. The other thing that Speaker Johnson established a precedent on himself. Until Speaker Johnson had been Speaker, I never had observed this, but he swore into members during a pro forma session. They happened to be Republicans. And now he's has no real good reason for why he's not swearing in the Democrat during a pro forma session. Okay, to the Epstein thing. One of my favorite memes on the internet, well, before I get there, let me set it up. The president himself has called the Epstein files a hoax. And we know it's not a hoax. My press conference with Ro Khanna involved almost a dozen survivors of Epstein. And they were there to tell us there are other men who they were trafficked to. And they've together collectively, they know what some of those names are. In fact, through their lawyer has informed me there are at least 20 names, and he described their professions, which I said to the FBI director, Kash Patel, when he was there.
And as tomorrow's midterms inch closer and closer, Donald Trump is getting more and more frantic. But Gavin Newsom is fighting back.
The U.S. Justice Department said it would be sending election monitors to California. And now Governor Gavin Newsom says he's sending monitors as well to watch the feds.
It's a preview of things to come, part of the rigging, part of the voter suppression. It's exactly why the National Guard were federalized through Election Day.
Newsom today questioning the reasons behind the federal monitors. The DOJ said the monitors will be going to 6 counties across the U.S. 5 of them are in California, including Los Angeles and Orange counties.
To intimidate, to create a false pretext, to go to federal court and say somehow this election was stolen, that it was conducted illegally.
The city of L.A. says most of its residents vote by mail. Mayor Karen Bass writing that the federal move is more about intimidation. For those few Angelenos who do vote in person, they need not fear anything, and they should not have to be in fear of their government. Washington, D.C., we got this.
And now Pete Hegseth just betrayed top military chiefs in a dangerous new move. That's right, take a look at today's top story. President Trump's defense secretary, Pete Hegseth, is facing growing outrage, accused of betraying top military officials by ordering them to carry out missions that experts warn are flat out illegal. Military historian Max Boot is sounding the alarm, writing in the Washington Post that Hegseth's actions have put senior officers in serious legal danger, risking future court-martials simply for following his orders. According to Boot's analysis, since Admiral Alvin Halsey resigned earlier this year from U.S. Southern Command, the number of American boat bombings in the Caribbean has doubled. U.S. forces have now conducted 15 separate strikes on alleged drug smugglers, killing 64 people, none of whom were given the chance to stand trial. Boot warns these attacks are effectively extrajudicial executions ordered directly by the Trump administration. When pressed on whether he would seek congressional approval, President Trump dismissed the idea outright, saying, "I think we're just going to kill people that are bringing drugs into our country." That admission is sparking outrage among legal scholars and military ethicists who note that these bombings, many targeting areas near Venezuela, have no legal authorization and may violate both U.S. law and international law. Experts at Just Security emphasized that the Pentagon cannot legally continue these operations past Monday without approval from Congress. Meanwhile, reports from The Atlantic reveal that Admiral Halsey's resignation came after a tense confrontation with Hegseth over these same bombings. Halsey reportedly voiced deep concerns about the mission's legality, only to find himself swiftly replaced by what Boot describes as more compliant officers who will do Trump's bidding. even if it means risking a future court-martial. Boot is now calling on Congress to subpoena the officers who stepped down, demanding they testify under oath about what's really happening inside Trump's Pentagon. His message is blunt. The American people deserve to know whether their soldiers are being forced to choose between following orders and breaking the law. Thanks so much for watching. Please click that like button and subscribe to Occupy Democrats so that you can stay informed and help us stop Donald Trump.